Hello everyone, welcome back to Mana Concept Lab Pro. In this video, I am going to explain one of the most important concepts in Java, which is inheritance. If you are learning Java or object oriented programming, then this concept is really important because it is used in interviews, exams, and also in real time projects. I have a question for you. Have you ever thought about how we can reuse the same code instead of writing it again and again? Yes, that is exactly where inheritance comes into the picture. So, in this video, I will explain everything in a simple and easy way with clear examples so that beginners and everyone can understand it easily. So watch this video till the end and let's get started. Before understanding what inheritance is, I want to tell you one important thing. Whenever you learn any concept in Java or programming, don't just try to memorize the definition. First, understand what the concept actually means and why that concept is used in Java. Because once you understand why we use a concept in Java, then learning becomes much easier. You can understand the logic clearly, you can write programs easily, and also you can remember the concept for a long time. So, while learning inheritance, focus on understanding the purpose of inheritance and where it is actually used. Then, this concept will become very easy for you. Now, let's understand what is inheritance. Yes, inheritance is a process where the child class gets the properties and behaviors of the parent class so that the code can be reused and extended easily. Now, what does this actually mean? We have two classes, a parent class and a child class. The parent class contains some properties like variables and some behaviors like methods. Using inheritance, the child class can access and use the properties and methods of the parent class without writing the same code again. And not only that, the child class can also add its own new variables and methods. It can even modify the existing methods of the parent class according to its own requirement. So now the question is, why do we use inheritance and why was this concept introduced in object-oriented programming? The main reason is code reusability. Without inheritance, we may need to write the same code again and again in different classes. But by using inheritance, we can reuse the existing code from the parent class instead of rewriting it. Because of this, repetition of code is reduced, the program becomes easier to manage, and the code looks more organized and clean. Inheritance also helps developers save time and makes the applications easier to maintain and extend in the future. Till now, we understood the definition of inheritance. Now, let's understand it clearly with a simple example program. In this example, we have a parent class called vehicle. This vehicle class contains a variable called speed and a method called start. Now, we have another class called car, which extends the vehicle class. Here, the extends keyword is very important because it is used to inherit the properties and methods from the parent class to the child class. That means the car class can now access the variable speed and the method start from the vehicle class. Next, in the main method, we created an object of the child class like this. Car C is equals to new car. Now, using this object, we are accessing C dot speed. Here, C is the object of the child class car and speed is the variable that originally belongs to the parent class vehicle. Because the car class extends the vehicle class, the child class can directly access the parent class variable. So, the output will be 80. Similarly, when we write c.start, the start method from the parent class is executed and the output will be vehicle started. So, this example clearly shows how the child class can reuse the variables and methods of the parent class using inheritance. Before I explain that a child class can also add its own new features like new variables and new methods. It can also modify the existing features from the parent class. Now let's understand this with the simple programs. In this first example code, we have a parent class called animal and inside it we have a method called eat. Next, we have a child class called dog which extends the animal class. Inside the dog class, we added a new method called bark. Here, the eat method comes from the parent class animal and the bark method is a new feature added inside the child class dog. This is what we mean by adding new features in the child class. The child class can use the parent class methods and also add its own methods. Now in the main method, if we create an object of the child class like dog D is equals to new dog, after creating the object, if we write d.eat, the output will be eating. Even though the object belongs to the child class, it can still access eat method from the parent class because of inheritance. And if we write d.bark, the output will be dog is barking because bark is the method present inside the child class itself. So this example clearly shows that the child class can both reuse the parent class features and also add new features of its own. Now let's understand how a child class can modify the existing behavior through this second example. We have a parent class called animal and inside it we have a method called sound. The sound method in the parent class prints animal makes sound. Next we have a child class called dog which extends the animal class. Inside the dog class again we created the same method called sound. But this time the output is changed to dog barks. Here the child class is redefining the method that already exists in the parent class. This process is called method overriding. Method overriding means the child class can provide its own implementation for a method that is already present in the parent class. Now in the main method, if we create an object like dog D is equals to new dog and when we write d.sound, the method inside the child class will execute and the output will be dog barks. Even though the method originally exists in the parent class, the child class modifies the behavior according to its own requirement. So this is how inheritance not only helps in reusing the code but also allows the child class to manage, to change or customize the existing behavior of the parent class using method overriding. That's it for today's video. I hope you understood the concept of inheritance in Java clearly with these simple examples. In the next video, we will learn about the different types of inheritance in Java in an easy and detailed way. So don't miss the next video. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the Mana Concept Lab Pro for more programming and Java concepts explained in a simple way. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.